Market stuffed here as the rally attempt fails post FOMC. Spiders finishing the day down 1.3% with the Qs down 2, Dow down 2.18, and the Russell down 1.6. So markets here with a lot of trouble, and our bulls trapped here. Now that we've lost this trend line, we'll talk about that and more. But yeah, so let's just get right into it. So again, the general gist that I got here was you had like kind of a hawkish, or excuse me, a kind of dovish pause because you have the 2-year going up here. So the ZT getting a bid. Actually, let's just flip over to yields here because that's really what the story is and why we came down so hard. So yeah, 2-year yield was down here, but it's that 30-year making a new high there. So that is taking out the 2023 high, and that's really your culprit there. So it's the bond market, the long end of the bond market saying you should have hiked. The 2-year, on the other hand, is just kind of going off what Fed funds is, what their guidance is. But yeah, a lot of whips out here today. We had multiple 100-point swings. So we had a small gap down open. They left a mess up there, and there was a lot of really aggressive selling that I thought was due for a squeeze, which is exactly what happened. It was like they kind of left a mess there. Not really, like usually when you get a gap like that and you're going to trend, you kind of want to establish an opening range high first, and they just kind of piled in there with like panic hedging, and that led to a really nice squeeze off the lows there. We obviously failed though, right? So that's it's not where they open, it's not where they start, it's where they finish, right? And we had a pretty good sell off of that because of that long end there. At least that's what I would take out of it. I will say a couple of things though. We talked about this yesterday. I said, it was a nice rally. We had a nice, we hit some good numbers on SMH and QQQ. But a lot of the time when you're looking for some sort of a local low, which I think we're close to a local bottom here, possibly even a bigger one. But it's, they're not going to make it easy, right? I mean, you look at, go back and look at NQ. I'll clean these lines up. Before, we had that nice reversal at the end of March, and they had to have that kind of secondary drop, right? So they're not going to just give you that layup. So you got to expect some gains that go on here. But we are hitting some major numbers. NQ, there's your 200-day moving average that is now hitting right now. Let's put our lines back on. 50% fib has been fully, retraced and tested, and we also test the October highs of last year. So we're hitting some numbers here. Talked about 660 today, and we didn't quite get there. We got very close, but that's right in play as well. We didn't get through that lower trend line. I think right now, given the way that we reacted, we might finally get a gap down tomorrow, and I do think there is mean reversion potential here. We do have Microsoft reporting. It looks like that is out. So a nice pop for micro stonk. That can go to 430, 435 if it gets going. Meta getting hit here. That should stabilize around 550, I want to say. Last I checked anyway. Don't quote me on it. But so it looks like a split there. And NQ, yeah. Little slice there and right off the low. So kind of a split tape. Microsoft obviously weighs a lot more than Meta, though. Let's see. Yeah, Meta there is rebounding to 550. So, it's Apple, right? We're gonna see that. We talked about it earlier this week. We talked about it late last week. We're gonna remain muted until Apple reports. They're not just especially now, they're not gonna just remove hedges. But we'll see. We'll see if we retrace some of this tomorrow. We did hit some numbers I was looking for, so we'll see if that does give us a little bit of a rebound here. Then right now, I will say as well, we gotta respect the aggressiveness, but there is a lot of aggressiveness in the Qs, and like to the point where they're getting quite offsides from what I can see. You still got, you're still getting pretty down there in the 4 hour. The daily is not quite over, so it's getting there though. But they're not letting this thing reset before they just hammer this down, and I mean, even like on the hourly here, this is, there's just a lot of eagerness here to fade. And I think it's, CTAs doing whatever they're doing, possibly traders just trying to pile in here. But when the dealer flips, that undisciplined trading will get punished. It's not getting punished right now, but that may be coming soon. We'll see. We did hit some numbers on SMH as well. And again, I just, I can't be a seller here, where this is. So I'll leave it at that. We'll see if it gets a little bit more downside tomorrow. Stocks, basically slicing right through this. There's a pivot right there, which we basically tagged. We got the 450 whole round as well. And that's that. The 618 ain't far off. So we'll see. Maybe we get a gap down open finally. We get the VIX to get up there. Maybe we'll see if we get a local bottom this week. But yeah, S&P finally catching down. Oh, that's another thing too. What do I mean by the seller exhaustion? You could just see it here, specifically in the Qs. So basically, it took us till the last 10 minutes of the day to make a new low. And same thing goes for SMH, whereas SPY went right through there, or like at 330. So like they're fading this as hard as they can, and like the reward is not as strong as it was a few weeks ago. That said, sellers control. They control until they don't. Where would I say that changes? Right now, going to tomorrow, well, I mean, above 732 would be nice. 736 for sure on SPY, cash S&P, like 73.85, and ES 74.20. So those are the levels that matter right now. IWM and the Dow obviously down. We talked about that. Cloud had a good day. It was green. So, I mean, so you have 183. It wasn't the worst. Dow transports were down here. Yeah. McClellan did hit. Interesting. McClellan did hit the minus 100 the other day. Keep an eye on that. So TLT obviously got hammered. We'll see if they save it tomorrow. XHB down with rates here. IYR not down a ton. This is why I like IYR over XHB right now anyway. Banks were down here, although we had a new all-time closing high yesterday. KRE inside day. And, HYG, just while we're at it, HYG, LQD, and JNK, they held the local low. We'll give it that. XBD, little outside move there. And then oil held up pretty well. We talked about 130 USO pre-market. That did hold by the end of the day. That can go through that tomorrow, though. So if you took that scalp, it's just a one-day trade. But yeah, so oil perking up here. XLE just kind of gapping up. Closed below where it opened, but still held the gains. XOP, on the other hand, held up pretty well. We talked about that. Those moving averages there basically hit it yesterday and then rebounded. And then OIH still can't get anything going. So this is telling you it's weak. Dollar got hammered, but it did come off the lows, but not by much. At least not compared to how much yields did. Maybe a positive here for markets. Gold, it held up. This is a contract roll here, so just be aware. Like if you look at GLD, like it held the gains. It's green. Silver flat too. So maybe equities reaction here, possibly overreaction. If gold's not, doing that, or at least not barfing. PL, just look at that. There's a big trend move in this coming here soon. I mean, look at that. At PA as well. And then copper here, huge pop intraday, and this came all the way back in as well. But still green. And then Bitcoin, same thing. Holding onto the inverse head and shoulder neckline. So that's right on the spot there. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Definitely interesting. There was a pretty good sell. A lot of CTA action from what I can see here. Looks like Spider's down just a little bit in the after hours. Meta back above 550. And MSFT back to 390. Needs to hold 390. So we'll see what we get tomorrow. It should be interesting. At least we got some volatility here, but I'll be surprised if we see a little mean reversion up there. So anyways, guys, we'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Don't forget to come find me on carnivoretrades.com. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.